Bitcoin is finally breaking out of the symmetrical triangle that we've been stuck in for like literally 9 or something years. We've finally broken out. We've been talking about it for a long time. And in this video specifically, I'll be mentioning my price targets for Bitcoin, if we will be able to create new all-time highs, or will Bitcoin find resistance, get rejected? What will be the story? Stay tuned to learn all about that. But most importantly, turn on the notification bell, because tomorrow I'll be posting an interview that I just did with Crypto Banter, Ran himself. And if you are a filthy meme coin degen looking for the next 100x, then this is a video that you will not want to miss. So turn on the notification bell to be one of the first people to watch the video. But with that said, if you've smashed the likes, then we can go straight into the price analysis for Bitcoin and discuss where the hell this thing can go. Now, a couple of videos ago, I mentioned that I started to really like trading the 15-minute time frame because you can see some very nice patterns. And this was a falling wedge, which I technically did not trade. I was reliant more on the symmetrical triangle retesting and then breaking above with volume above the 2021 prior all-time high. And yes, boy oh boy, did we get some good volume. And I think if we can sustain this breakout and we don't have a reversal candle, which still has like 2 hours and 54 minutes to go, I think we will make our way to 71.4K. The reason being is not only that it's incredible resistance, especially on the weekly time frame, but more so the fact that so much liquidity is being built up at 71.4. So let's take a look. If we look at the total liquidations for Bitcoin, you can see that within this area, there's approximately $1.7 billion worth of liquidations. And as soon as Bitcoin hits those levels, those liquidations will start triggering. And as you guys know with Bitcoin, it loves to go up and down to the levels of high liquidity. Now, the real question is, what will Bitcoin do then? And let me tell you something. If Bitcoin manages to break out of this upper Bollinger Band with a confirmation on the 4-day time frame, so that would be $72,000, then I think Bitcoin can go to 90K, period. I personally think that, of course, nothing in this video is financial advice, but if Bitcoin is able to break out with a confirmation, then we could see a similar move to what took place in February of this year and October of last year. You can see a crossover on the Bollinger Band oscillator, and every single sign is pointing in a massive 25% move, which should take us to around. Let's actually measure it. I think 25% takes us to literally 90K. That is my expectation. What we need to be careful of is if Bitcoin gets rejected here. If Bitcoin gets rejected, then we could be forming a double top. But my current bias in my technical analysis is bullish. So selfishly, I am expecting hopefully a breakout towards the upside. I'm currently all in my Bitcoin long positions in the $10,000 trading challenge. I think we're up like 1,000 on the Bitcoin long and 1,000 on Ethereum. Speaking of Ethereum, Rand mentioned some incredible things for that topic specifically, so stay tuned for tomorrow. But in short, I'm not going to close my Ethereum until the ETF hits the market. Let's have a look at what the Bitcoin ETF is doing, because actually we are the fourth. IBIT is the fourth ETF by total volume in the entire US ETF market. And I find that personally crazy. I mean, IBIT, a newly launched ETF, is getting the fourth most volume out of like 3,400, 3,500 ETFs available to be traded in the US. That to me is shocking, and I think it's demonstrating the amount of demand there simply is for Bitcoin as an asset class between these institutions. And a piece of TA that I wanna share, my friend actually was Pav Sadra, massive shout out. He was the one that shared this in Tone's MRI community over on Telegram. If you use the MRI, then you're probably in that Telegram community. And he did a contradiction, or he did a contrast of what happened to Bitcoin between 2016, so between 2015 to 2018, and what is currently happening in the market today. You can see that Bitcoin was forming this massive ascending parallel channel until one day in June of 2017, we break out and then we retest, and Bitcoin continues to go parabolic. What we see today here on the chart is that Bitcoin similarly has been forming this parallel ascending channel for a long time. And recently Bitcoin broke out, retested, And if Bitcoin breaks the upper Bollinger Band, then I think we can continue to go parabolic. I need you to remember that in every single halving cycle, Bitcoin continues to go higher. That is always the case. Like Bitcoin, every single time we break, especially an all-time high, we just go higher. All-time high broken, go higher. All-time high broken, I think the same is going to happen. I don't think that this cycle is any different. I just think that the bull market will be over quicker than the previous cycles because every single move that we've had in this parabola has been premature. So I think that is the only difference. But overall, I think Bitcoin will go to make new all-time highs. The question is, where will that be? And I'll tell you something. I think it's entirely speculation. We'll just have to look at the trend. Once the trend reverses, that's when we take profit. Or at least that's when I will be taking profit. Guys and girls, that almost sums up today's video. I want to mention one last thing, and that is the ETF flows. Because for the past 15 to 16 days, we've just been seeing inflows into the ETFs. And during a time of consolidation, the ETFs not selling at a totality, that's incredibly bullish. Even in a time of consolidation, institutions have been buying Bitcoin. That's incredible. And you know what? I'll give you a bonus chart. And the bonus chart looks at the total whale accumulation for Bitcoin. We're at an incredible all-time high. And if we compare it to 2020, we saw another all-time high. But relatively speaking, I mean, you can see that 2020 is super small now. And when Bitcoin started to have all-time high levels of whale activity, we can find this point on the chart. So that would be literally right here. Bitcoin went from 18 to 15K up to $60,000. So I think this is yet again another very bullish sign, but Bitcoin's fate is fully dependent on the upper Bollinger Band. I'm not joking. Bitcoin has to break out with a confirmation. If we do, then sky is the limit. If we get rejected, then this video will, we'll have to change our bias a lot. So that is the summary. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day, and make sure to not miss out on tomorrow's video with Ran. I promise you so much alpha. You will absolutely love it. So guys, have a great day. Take care, and I'll be seeing you all very soon. Bye-bye.